Getting around Corfu can be a bit difficult without somebody to show you the ropes. Finding that traditional Greece where you can pop into Yaya's kitchen, have her make you a taste while you sip on ouzo in the midday sun is hidden away. That's why I've trudged up to the mountains to meet with Saskia Bosch, co-owner of the Merchant's House. Together with her husband Mark Hendrickson, they're bringing back the traditions of a land lost in time.
Because so many places have become all-inclusive, or you have to book a villa for a week, which is lovely, but it's lost that kind of feeling of freedom. Mm-hmm. Whereas here you can come and you can say, okay, can I just stay with you for 3-4 days, and then I want to spend 3-4 days in town, and then do you know anywhere by the beach? And we kind of reinvented that kind of freedom feeling of town, country, beach, because that's what you used to do when you came to Greece. You just arrived, you went to the room, paid 3,000 drachmas a night, and that was it. And it kind of got a bit lost in the holiday.
Corfu is an island of unplanned discovery. You might land with the anticipation of sunny beaches and lazy days, but if you manage the journey north through the olive-strewn mountain passes, you just might find yourself in the limestone village of Old Perithia. Once a thriving Venetian township of 1,200, it is now coming back to life after decades of neglect.
First of all, we weren't looking to open a B&B at all, because we both had other jobs and we have a house in England, and we always used to come to Corfu for our holidays. And I spent many years in Paxos, where I learned the language a bit, and every year I had sort of this feeling, I want to come back to Greece. So we used to go and stay in the northeast, usually around Isles Stefanos, and have a little apartment, few cats outside, go for swimming, go shopping in the local supermarkets, and we just really enjoyed coming here. And one day, when it was like a little bit cloudy, sinefia, as they say, a little bit cloudy, they said, have you been to the ghost village, the deserted village in the mountains? We went like, is there a ghost village? How deserted is it? Yeah, so a little bit, plan for the day we made, and so we get in our car and we wind our way up the mountain just like you've done today, and we find Old Perithia. And we park our car and we walked around, and it had this incredible sense of peace around it almost. It was just such a beautiful place. So we walked around, we found one taverna open, we had a little lunch, and we had another look around, and we thought, how is it possible that people haven't done anything? They've left their houses. Some people still, you see the pots and the pans and the chairs and the cupboards, and they've just left the place like it was. And we thought, this is extraordinary. Next year, back to Corfu. First day, back to Old Perithia, And we got to know some of the locals. We discovered that there were a few more tavernas, and we really felt this is a really special place. It's got an incredible sense of history because it's been built in the 14th century to get away from the pirates. It was like a lookout place, so that when the pirates would come, they would all hide. So they would see them from the lookout tower, they would go and hide. And this was like a safe haven for people. And then through the centuries, it had the Venetian influence. So you had pretty big houses, which were, with a lot of people. So there were 130 houses in total, 12 to 1,500 inhabitants. So we started to learn all these things about it. And we thought even more incredible that nobody hasn't done anything. So I think it took us about 3 years. And I said to my husband, hey honey, it would be so lovely if we could come and spend an evening here, drink a bottle of wine and stay the night. And he turned around and he said, well, that's what we're going to do. Of course, we did our research. We got an engineer, we got a lawyer, we got an accountant, we got an incredible team together. And it took 1 year of paperwork because the Greeks like their spaghettidas, And then it took 1 year of building. Wow. And we opened in 2012.
It's pretty cool. This couple decided to pick up the remaining pieces of an all but abandoned village, and armed with a vision and patience, their efforts paid off. Today, Old Perithia is back on the map. It boasts 5 traditional tavernas and the Merchant's House, boutique bed and breakfast right at its core. And the best part is the descendants of Old Perithia are moving back. They're helping to rebuild. It's not difficult to see why Saskia fell in love with this place. She's been charmed by Greece since her youth.
I walked down the old harbour and there was a sign saying boats to Paxos. And I thought, well, it must be a lot better than Corfu. So I bought a ticket and I went on the old Camellia ferry. It was a really old ferry. And it ended up in Paxos and I totally fell in love with it. And it made me fall in love with Greece because it was everything I ever imagined. Like a little town square, little shops. I was put up by a family. I was literally adopted by a Greek family.
That's amazing.
And I spent more than 10 years there every summer. So when I met my husband Mark, he said, well, surely, you don't want to leave, this part of the Ionian. Yeah. So let's go on holiday to Corfu. And that's where it was.
And the rest is history.
And the rest is history, yeah.
That's fabulous.
It's great and we really enjoy it because people feel the traditional Greece. Mm-hmm. They come into a taverna like this and the parents are here, mama is cooking. Most places are all from either their grandparents or the great grandparents, so they're really old traditional places. I don't think there's many places in Greece where you can still walk in and have that feeling, which makes this village really unique.
The serenity and uniqueness is obvious. I mean, it's all around us. And aside from strolling through these hills, it's worth it for the homemade tzatziki and the delicious grilled meats alone. If you happen to make some friends among the locals, your soul will be better off for it.
And you have many people who come up here who say that they just feel that emotion, they feel like an inner peace, or they feel they found something again, or they find something from their youth. They sort of, a lot of people who have come here when they were really young, and they've known Corfu in the 60s when there really wasn't much going on tourism-wise, and now they have children, young children, and they want to bring them back because they want to give those children the same feeling that when the parents were young, when they're in Corfu. So you get a lot of that as well, and that's something quite amazing.
Yeah, very unique. Like this video? Want more? Hit the subscribe button and then head over to Instagram @HotelBlogger and stay tuned for more off the beaten path places.